Close your eyes, 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 eyes.
Hello everyone, thank you for tuning into Undercards. It's Michelle here and I have another video for you. Today we're going to be doing a deck review. Now this deck was created by a very talented and wonderful deck creator called Sumlee. She also has a channel here on YouTube. It's called The Lioness, The Witch and the Tarot, right? She also has an Etsy shop under the same name, The Lioness, The Witch and the Tarot. Now this deck is called Beautiful Adventure and I'm really excited to really have a flip through because I've purchased another deck from Sumlee. It's called the Healthy Heart Oracle and I've used it in a few of my videos here and it reads beautifully, so I'm really chuffed and really excited to see how this one reads. Now let's get on with it. So the deck comes in a lovely velvet pouch, lined at that. Look at that, beautifully lined. Comes in a tuck box, autographed by Sumlee. There's something else in here. Yeah. Tea bag, right? And it says joy. I definitely need to bring some joy in my life. So it comes in this lovely tuck box, right? So let's have a look at cards. Okay. So these are the backs, right? And it has the name of the deck and the creator and this lovely image with the globe signifying travel, right? So it's a lovely travel oracle and I like to use these extra cards and insert it in the deck and use it as in this case it would be encouraging the person receiving the reading that they need to travel, like really, like almost like a wild card. Right, so the deck comes with 72 cards, right? There's 72 cards in this deck. There's various countries where it covers. We're going to have a flip through. I'll show you this one here, Belgium, and it has a lovely image here and keywords, 3 keywords. So this one says career, sweet and prosper, right? It's lovely. It's really, really lovely. I've had a flip through of these cards and I've actually used it for meditating. It's excellent for astral traveling, right? It's fantastic for shamanic journeying. It's fantastic for past life readings. Excellent for past life readings. Also, it's excellent for deciding on where you should travel to, so you can do like a 1-card pull or a 3-card pull with plan A, B and C, and it's really, really excellent for that. I've actually done that for a client of mine. It's also great for insight. So I've tested it and I've asked the deck a question and I actually received a very, very insightful answer or guidance. It really helped. So this deck, you can really stretch it. It doesn't only have to stick to travel readings, right? You can really expand on it. Also, what's excellent, if you could do like a 1-card pull, Scotland. And you can do a 1-card pull and you can actually do the research on that country, culture, food, living situations, right? The indigenous people of that country, right? You can just really tap into that and do research and actually gain knowledge of these countries, right? Broaden your or expanding your mind. It's really excellent, really, really wonderful. Look at that, Austria, scenic comfort roots, just absolutely gorgeous. You can also do intuitive readings with these cards as well, right? They're excellent for that. So we're gonna have a nice look-see through this deck. Now there's 72 cards, right? So that's really hefty. That's really decent. And I know that there's other decks out there with locations, like spiritual locations, but this one is just really meaty. I like the fact that there's more countries. It's not 44 cards, it's 72 to work with, right? And for past life readings, because I know that I've had my reports now, my Akashic report, and Egypt I've actually had past lives in Egypt, and actually when I did a pull with this deck, it kept coming up. I did 3 different pulls, and it kept coming up for my past life reading. So this is fantastic, absolutely gorgeous. The card stock is excellent. I mean, it shuffles like butter. Shuffles like butter. We got Russia and Kenya here, right? It shuffles like butter. Look at that. Shuffles like a dream. Now, I am not a fan of bendy cards, so let's do. It has excellent bounce back when you do ripple shuffle. Yeah. But I like to really shuffle my cards like this because I don't like bendy cards. I like my cards to lie flat. It's a personal thing, right? Everyone has their methods, but they do shuffle like a dream, and it's not too thick where it's a pain to like actually, it's not too thick. It's like just right. I do love the font as well, the font of the cards, and also the image size. So it's not, the image is not dominating the cards. It does have a nice modern look. It has a nice clean modern design, right? Which is fantastic. Okay, so let's have a nice flip through of this deck. Bali, blessings, gifts, harmony. Japan, lure, humor, absorb. Norway, illumination, gaze, stars. Jamaica, intimacy, rejuvenate, fun. Dominican Republic, affection, lovely. Saudi Arabia, integrity, resources. Brazil, energize, confident, hope. Then we have Greece. England. Turkey. USA. Lithuania. Peru. Bhutan. Finland. The Netherlands. Chile. Mexico. Australia. Jordan. Portugal. Northern Ireland. Scotland. Switzerland. Egypt. Hong Kong. Tibet. Vietnam. Italy. Cyprus. Nepal. Malaysia. Wales. Cambodia. China. Poland. Germany. Argentina, United Arab Emirates, Singapore, India, Cuba, Madagascar, Croatia, South Korea, South Africa, Colombia, Iceland, Denmark, Thailand, Canada, France, Russia, Kenya, Morocco, beautiful, Hungary, Taiwan, Lebanon, Philippines, Austria, Sri Lanka, Malta, Belgium, Sweden, Maldives, Republic of Ireland, Spain, Costa Rica, New Zealand, Czech Republic, Israel, Laos. Okay, that's all the cards. It's beautiful, absolutely stunning. So we're gonna have a play with these deck now. England, so it's obvious. I'm in England. I live in England, so yes. So we're gonna have a little play with these, right? So we're gonna ask the cards some questions here. So let's see. Let's ask about travel. Okay, so we'd like to go on holiday, and what countries do you suggest? Okay, so I there's a few countries that I have in mind that I'd like to visit, but we want to see what the cards will suggest, and maybe it will give some advice, some insights as to what to do on that holiday. Okay, so let's zoom out. So let's have a little play with these. Okay, so we're gonna ask, where should we go traveling? Where should I travel to have like a very nice, comfortable, restful, and peaceful vacation? Wow, so we have Kenya, eco-friendly instinct, Taiwan, modern, amazing, invent. Okay, third option. Cuba, interesting, charm, vintage, rhythm. Wow. All these places are enticing. This is interesting. What the cards are saying is if I travel to Kenya on vacation, that's going to be a trip where I'm going to be able to unwind. Because with eco-friendly and instinct, it's like it's very organic and very natural. So that's a place where I can just forget about all my worries, trouble, work, etc., and just really connect with the environment, with the animals, with the people, enjoy the food, right? That's a holiday where I can just well, actually, I would learn a lot about maybe ancestors, right? It would be very spiritual. It's almost like it's saying that when you go there, you're going to connect automatically. It's just going to be a natural ease and flow into the holiday, right? Not only can you put your feet up, but you might be finding out some things about your ancestors, right? Because I highly suspect that I do have ancestors from Kenya, right? But this is lovely. And of course, with the giraffe, it means seeing beyond, right? So it's also going to help to broaden my perspectives, my horizons this trip, right? So that's beautiful. Taiwan, where it says modern, amazing, and event, that holiday, that's where I would gain creative inspiration, right? So maybe inspiration on home decor, inspiration on also my business, right? Seeing the how I can make my business more modern, more up to date, right? Also, it's the type of holiday where the kind of holiday, it's going to be one that is more active. It's one where there's a lot to take in, right? So with the image here, and it has these buildings, which reminds me of New York, but there's a lot to take in. So it's going to be a trip where you might have to make several trips to this location in order to really grasp everything. I do feel that there will be some fantastic restaurants to go to, really nice and trendy places that it's a kind of holiday where you might need a holiday after that holiday. And the second holiday would just be to unwind, right? So that is beautiful. But it's the trip where you would really be inspired, really be come back and you're ready to like make a few changes, maybe to your lifestyle or business, etc. That's for me. And with Cuba, which I do have family links there, it's like a land stuck in time. That's the feeling I get, especially with the word vintage there. But with Cuba, it's all about the people, the food, the culture, the music, right? There, it's all about, it's exciting, right? It's energetic, right? So that location, that's where it's almost like a recharge. So Kenya, it's more winding down, just relaxing, slow pace. Taiwan, it's more active, more movement, but your brain, you're taking a lot in, or I would be taking a lot in, right? And being inspired. In Cuba, it's almost like a release of energy, so a flow of energy coming in and then it's releasing. And what the image I'm getting, it's like the chakras, like a wheel moving like this, and that's the energy flowing through the body and releasing out. And it's almost like you're recharging your batteries in a different way. Maybe because I do have links there, but this is fantastic. Yes, I would love to go to all three places, definitely. Bottom of the deck is Cyprus, beautiful and embrace. That's lovely. Let's do another poll. Okay, so let's do a reading. Let's do a poll where we're asking the cards a question. Okay. Okay, here we go. What country do I need to look into? And it's regarding a past life. So what country should I look into? Learning the cultures, maybe the spiritual practices of the indigenous people. What country can give me great insights on my past life? Czech Republic. We have history, astrology, drive. Isn't that ridiculous? Czech Republic. And look at that clock. I always think of divine timing. So looking into the Czech Republic can give me insights on my past life. Now what I'm feeling from this is actually past life, maybe job or purpose, right? It seems like a job. Okay, let's get another one. China, martial arts and balance. How interesting. I'm feeling like healing arts. Okay, so we have New Zealand, ritual cleanse depth. I mean, seriously. And then we have Belgium, career sweet prosper. Bottom of the deck, Austria, scenic comfort roots. Yes. Look, chills again. Okay. So it just said it there. So we have history, we have astrology and drive, history, astrology, drive. We have martial arts, balance, ritual, cleanse, depth, and then career, sweet, prosper. So it was a career where I did well, and I still can do well in this life. Doing careers of, this feels like also energy. This could be energy healing, because with martial arts, it's all about the flow of energy, right? So this could be energy work. For instance, quantum energy, Reiki, right? That type of work. I'm also feeling like witchery, where you're actually using your hands to charge what you're making. That's the feeling I'm getting. That's for me. So that's quite interesting, but it's saying that ritual cleanse and depth. So there's a lot of like releasing energy, using energy work in my craft, right? And we have here roots. Interesting. So that's how I would use it. Like, so what I would do is, of course, Google these countries, right? Find out about the culture, the food, the people, the indigenous people, and their healing practices, right? That's what I would do. And of course, there would be something where you would naturally be drawn to it, and that's almost like a memory, right, that you can apply into this life. So that's how I would look at this, right? I mean, we definitely have with New Zealand the Maori people, right? So there's some kind, it's really interesting. And China, these two are very powerful. I have to look into these two, and Austria. But of course, there is a link. So I might not have lived in these regions, right, these parts, these countries, but there's information that I can draw from each of these countries that would give me clues on my past life and what I did as a career. Where is it? Interesting. So let's ask the cards a question. Okay, what do I need to be focusing on right now, cards? What do I need to be focusing on? What do I need to be focusing on? Okay, we got Bhutan, Denmark, and Colombia. France on the bottom, love, art, and beauty. That's the overall energy. So we have Bhutan, peace, joy, patience. That's absolutely correct. Denmark, serene, quaint, delight. Okay, so these two are repeating. Bhutan and Denmark are saying the same thing. And then we have Colombia, delicate, flexible, adapt. And then I'm just going to take France because it's there. So we have love, art, and beauty. So this is telling me what I need to be focusing on at this point is to be in the energy of joy, right? Be at peace and patient with myself and also what I've manifested, because I've set out intentions, and I am someone that is quite impatient, but it's saying to be patient but also to be joyful, right? To bring delight into your life, joy into my life, to find to have gratitude, and to also celebrate the things, the achievements that I have, right? It's also saying to be gentle with myself and to be flexible, to be open, not to be too rigid, I guess, with an outcome, right? To be flexible with the outcome and always be in an energy of love, right? To also enjoy what I am doing, right? So anything that I'm working on, it needs to be from a place of love, but also joy, right? And to also be in a high vibrational energy, right? That's what it's all about. Also being very flexible with, again, just what I'm doing, because it's never going to be straightforward. That's what it is telling me. So again, bottom of the deck here is Sweden, and it says simplified, inspire. So it's to not complicate things, right? So what I'm doing, I don't need to make it harder than it needs to be, right? The whole idea is to go with the flow, but be in the energy of joy and peace with myself and the outcome. Be at peace with the outcome, right? Also not comparing myself to others, right? To be comfortable with who you are and what you currently have. That's what it's telling me. That is beautiful. Saying that you're a beautiful soul, right? Very creative, very artistic. We also see all these colors here, and we have structures, like look at the structures of this building here in Bhutan. Very organized, right? It's also saying to not be too rigid, right? To not be too rigid. And with the Eiffel Tower here in France, I look at this as an arrow. It's like you're going in the right direction. So no need to, again, create more stress or add more pressure to the situation or to yourself, right? That's what it's saying. Everything is as it should be. And with the colors here in this card, the Columbia card, it's like, again, joy, being the colors of life, being colorful, playful, right? And artistic. I'm hearing stepping out of the box when it comes to my creative ventures. Yeah, look at this, the Denmark card, it has the reflection here. The buildings are reflecting. So it's like, you know, it's looking into myself, and maybe I'm self-analyzing too much, because you can do that, right? You can do that. So I'm doing that too much, really being too hard on myself. And it's saying to just be simple, be natural. Look at the Sweden environment. To be natural and go with the flow, with the water. Calm emotions, everything will work out. That's beautiful. So that's also how I use it to read. So that's asking a question, and that's the answer, right? These are fantastic cards. Really, really beautiful. Once again, there's 72 cards in this deck, right? They are excellent for, again, doing past life readings, actually doing readings where you're going to find out about each country, the cultures. It's fantastic for geographic research, knowledge, right? That's beautiful for that. It's also excellent for guidance, right? Pull a card, meditate on it. You can astral travel to that country, right? Some of us are able to do that, or you can start to train yourself to do that, right? But they really are beautiful cards. I'm so happy that I got these. I received these, and Sumlee has done a fantastic job. This is a fantastic job with this deck. So if you are interested in purchasing this deck, I do have the information in the description box. I've also linked Sumlee's Etsy shop where you can purchase this deck and many other decks that she's created on that site. I highly recommend this deck for any tarot reader or just anyone who's interested in learning more about different countries or just starting their journey in reading cards. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so thank you for tuning into this video. Have a blessed day. Bye.